Will you meet with McCarthy?
Happy to meet with McCarthy, but not on whether or not the debt limit gets extended. That's not negotiable.
Mr. Speaker.
Following weeks of promising not to negotiate on spending with Speaker McCarthy, we have a debt ceiling deal.
It's not 100% of what everybody wants, but when you look, the country is going to be stronger.
And while much has been at play on the left and right, a recent CNN poll may have helped focus the resisting president's mind.
2/3 of all of the American people surveyed, 66% of the public, say that a Biden victory would either be a setback or a disaster for the United States.
Thus, the McCarthy Compromise. The reaction to the deal among the House Republican caucus's most conservative members was, as always, nuanced.
This deal fails completely.
Not one Republican should vote for this deal. Yes. Not one.
Forget the debt ceiling. The Biden-McCarthy compromise is a big deal because it is a spending compromise, and this is one of the most important provisions.
They have 12 appropriation bills that they have to pass every year, and they never do, and they come back with that omnibus. Now we say, if you don't do your job, it's a 1% cut across the board.
This is what is known as a sequester.
This is going to be the biggest cut, by the Congressional Budget Office says, in history of where we're going forward.
And a sequester is to Democrats what garlic is to vampires.
I've been angry for days for many reasons that we are being held hostage. We cannot default on our loan, our debts, and I know that. Yet at the same time, we cannot be rubber stamps.
The truth today is this. The modern Democratic Party, the party of Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and the House squad, will not cut or slow spending for any existing federal program, ever.
We should start to implement it anyway because we should eliminate the debt limit in the United States.
Turns out that the Democratic Party bet that the Republicans would cave and agree to extending the debt ceiling on their terms was out of touch with public sentiment.
The majority of Americans, 6 in 10 Americans, want to raise the debt ceiling only if spending cuts are included as well.
If the Washington left misread the public mood on spending, Mr. McCarthy's die-hard opposition on the right, virtually all from safe seats, may be making a similar misreading about the compromise.
This is a bad deal for America, and it should not move forward.
This isn't 2016. Shouted rage was sufficient then to win votes. By 2020, it got tiresome for swing voters, and the pandemic further wore down the public's appetite for opposition-only politics. Joe Biden promised change.
Unity, 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 unity.
Instead, he further divided the country.
This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
Now the nation's political mood has not only settled in the center, it appears to be drifting to the right on spending, crime, the border, parents' rights.
If you vote against this package, you don't get something better. I mean, some of these people may be very new to politics.
Mr. McCarthy's House debt negotiators delivered a deal that catches the broader public's conservatizing drift. If House conservatives blow it up, we'll know that opposition forever politics isn't just about principle, it's about dopamine.